our reversal protection series, we have talked about how to protect your home, and you can do that with talismans. We made a chicken foot talisman, and I did take the bells off. You can do just a simple chicken foot, just painted. We have our witch balls that you can hang in the windows. And the idea behind these are that the evil spirit is going to be attracted to the beauty of the ball and become ensnared therein. We talked about the use of witch's salt across your thresholds and the four corners of your home, your property. Another thing that we are going to talk about is putting your sigil of protection or your personal sigil on the doors and windows in your oil. You can make one sigil of protection for your home and for yourself. And the way you do make a sigil is you're going to write a sentence, or I usually do it very simply, like a word. For protection, I would do the word protection. You're going to mark out all your vowels. So you're left with your consonants. Then you're going to mark out any double consonants. So I'm left with PRTCN, and from there I'm going to make a sigil. Sigil from that. So this is actually going to be very fun and a fun way to express your creativity. Well, that's somewhat better. Anyway, so when you make your sigil, you're going to take your reversal oil that we made, and you are going to draw that with your oil, for example, and say a little incantation. None with the intention to harm me or mine shall pass through this door. And something to that effect. So, your sigil is very powerful. Your own personal sigil that you create is very powerful. So in addition to being sure that your home is protected, cleansed and protected, whenever you are going through the process of protecting your home and putting up talismans and charms to protect you, the first thing that you need to do is cleanse. You need to take some sage or rosemary and go through each room and smudge, clear it of negativity. But before you even do that, the very first thing that you need to make sure is that your home is clean, physically clean. Negativity loves to attach itself to clutter and mess. And if you don't believe me, think about it for just a minute. How do you feel whenever you come home from a long day of work and you walk into a very messy, cluttery house? How do you feel when you walk into a clean home? It is the difference between night and day. It can make or break your situation. And I'm not just saying that because, believe me, my own home gets very messy too. It's something that just happens. But if you are in a battle, if you're under attack from negative energies, negative forces, somebody's putting curses on you, you want to make sure that you are doing everything in your power to combat this. Now, all these things that I'm saying are things that can literally prevent you from even being cursed in the first place. By protecting your home, your property, your things, yourself, your family, having up shields and so forth, your sigils in place, much of this is going to protect you. And you won't even have to worry about trying to reverse a curse, because you won't even have one put upon you. So you want to keep yourself and your family protected and shielded, especially if you know you're under attack. So each day when you get up in the morning, you're going to make sure that you are shielded and protected. And one way you can do that is through the power of your goddess, the power of the universe, the 4 elements. So you're going to get your cauldron. You're going to light your candle. Now the way that I do this, and the way that I've done this for a long time, and believe me, I get lax. Sometimes, I will go a few days without doing this, especially if I get very busy doing something else. But of late, I've had to check myself and come back to getting in the habit. And when you don't do it, you're going to feel like you're missing something. So what I will do is I will get my candle. I'll light my candles, my incense. I have a statue. I have, let's see, 1, 2. I have 4 statues of the goddess Hecate. So I will do this in front of one of my statues. Usually I have one that I'm using at the time for this particular purpose. And I'm going to light my bay leaf. And this is your offering, along with your candle, your burnt offering. And I'm going to say, I call now Hecate, Trivia, Cathonia, Enodia, Clydochos, Lampadios, Phosphoros, Damasandra, Brimo, Mene, Mormo, Misotiera. Wrap your dark cloak of protection around me and those that I love. Protection from below and protection from above. And that is it. That is how I do it. Make sure that your bay leaf is all burnt up. Let your candle burn down naturally. Your incense, if you have incense going. If you do this every day, you are going to have that dark cloak of protection, or whatever goddess you might not work with, a dark goddess, but ask for that protection. Ask and you shall receive. So recently, I was reading a book about protection magic, and I'll have to put the names of the books in the description but I was very interested in one particular spell. It's a really great idea. And then I got kind of busy doing this and the other, and I started listening to another book on my Audible, and it's the same exact idea came up, and I said, well, this is a sign. So what you're going to do is you're going to make an amulet of protection. Now you can have a great amulet of protection is black tourmaline. This is one of the most protective stones that there is. You can set your intention into this and wear this for protection. But I love this next idea, and that works great. Don't get me wrong, that works wonderfully. I love the idea of making your own amulet with your sigil on it, and it is your shield of protection as well, and it is going to absorb and deflect any curse negativity that comes your way. And you're going to make this on either the full moon, or if you work with a dark goddess, sometimes it's better to do it on a dark moon. You're going to wear it, and then come the next full moon or dark moon, you are going to take it and smash it and break it to pieces, and all of the curses, negativity will be broken. So what you're going to need is some clay. So you're going to get a little piece of clay, and first, you're going to take your cauldron, and you are going to call to the goddess, the ancients, the four elements, to assist you and to add power and energy to your amulet. And the bay leaf is going to be your offering. You're going to write on your bay leaf your petition, exactly what's going on. If you know who it is that has put a curse on you, you can put their name on there too. And you can do this for generalized protection as well. So, I'm going to add a few little herbs to my clay. I had some blueberry apple tea, and I thought those two things were really great because apples, they are the witch's fruit, and blueberries cause strife in reversal spells when you reverse the curse back onto the person who sent it to you. I have agrimony to break hexes. I have rosemary for protection in this little mixture here. Then I want to add some of the ash from my burnt offering. You should really wait till it cools off completely, but I don't really have time for all that. I'm going to take a little witch's salt, because witch's salt is going to absorb and deflect the curse, negativity. We're going to take our reversal oil that we made and add just a drop. Now, you are going to draw your sigil on here or carve it, and then you're going to inscribe into it. Now, the way I did this was I made on my computer my sigil on sticker paper, and then I wrote, "Be not bound nor sullied. Be free from evil intent." So up here I wrote, "Be not bound nor sullied. Be ever free from evil intent." So I'm going to take my sticker and I'm going to place it on my amulet, just like so. Then I'm going to make a small hole that I can string a string through. And you can use almost anything, but I'm going to use charge your amulet. You can charge it under the moon, which is what I would do personally. The man in the book actually did his in the sun, and that's great. The sun has tons of power. But I'm kind of a moon person more than a sun person. And this is going to get very hard. So you're going to let it charge and get hard. It's going to take about 24 hours. Then you are going to put it on a very long string so that it hangs down to where no one can really see it, but that is on you all the time. Now you're going to want to cleanse, charge, and consecrate it. So I went over the front of my amulet with some Mod Podge, just because I know that I'm going to be wearing it for a month nearly every day, and I don't want my sticker to come up. If you carve into it, you're not going to have to worry about that, but if you do write on it, you might want to put just a little bit of Mod Podge across it just to seal it, or some kind of sealer. I had some extra clay, so I made a little clay doll of sorts. Very primitive, rustic. And you can do stuff like this. It doesn't it doesn't really look like a person. But this you can put in. It can represent the person who sent the curse. Whether you know that person or not, it doesn't matter. This can be placed in a mirror box. I'm going to anoint my candle with the reversal oil. I'm going from the bottom to the top. I want to go outward and away from me because I'm trying to get rid of something, which is the curse. I'm just going to put some of my herbs on my candle, and the rest can go in my salt bowl that represents my earth element. I'm going to place my candle. So I have my earth, which is represented by the salt and herbs, my air, which is the incense, my fire, which is my candle that I've dressed, and I have some rose water right here. In this way we are going to cleanse, charge, and consecrate our amulet. We'll leave our little person right here. Our sad little person. I cleanse this protective amulet and I make it pure. I remove all past energies. I charge it with the power of my goddess Hecate, the power of the ancients, the sun, the moon, and the stars. I charge it with the energies of the earth, the air, the fire, and water. Wherefore, I do consecrate and bless this protective amulet in the name of Hecate. And then you are going to put your intent into it. You're going to state your purpose with an incantation. With this amulet that I create, I leave not my life up to fate, but instead create this amulet to protect me from any and all negative energy, the hex, the curse, the dark sorcery. They have no power over me. That's that. Now you're going to charge it under the moonlight or under the sunlight for full 24 hours. Let it harden. Then you are going to wear it around your neck on a long string. It's kind of big. Yours does not have to be this big. It can be however big you want it to be. I just wanted mine to have all the words on it that I wanted. Be not bound nor sullied, ever free from evil intent. So you're going to, when it dries, put a long string around it, wear it until the next full moon or dark moon, whichever one that you chose. When the next dark moon comes, you're going to take it in the moonlight at night and you're going to break it with a hammer or whatever, and it's going to break all the curse. This amulet is there to protect you. It is there to absorb and deflect. So I love this idea, and I hope you enjoy this video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel.